Hey guys, how you doing today? This is David Lucas back here again. Welcome back to my channel. Now, today we're going to be reviewing a very long anticipated TV show of mine, Season 4 of Lucifer, which is now on Netflix. I reviewed the first 3 seasons of Lucifer already, which is on my channel. You can go check that out if you want. As I said in my other reviews, that this show is probably like my favorite show that's running right now. Like, I just completely love this show more than any show that's on. This show is just amazing. It's amazing. It's great. The actors are amazing. The story's amazing too. Just everything about the show is great. I was so confused when Fox canceled this show. I did not understand why, but now I feel like it actually was a blessing in disguise because Netflix bought it. And I gotta say, I fucking love this show even more now since it's on Netflix. It's like they were able to break walls that they weren't able to break before with on television network. Now since it's on Netflix, they can actually break that R-rated walls and they can do more what they want to do in the show, and I love it. Now, Tom Ellis, of course, is starring as Lucifer again, which Tom Ellis, is amazing as Lucifer. He's great. Even in the show, he proves it again and again. I don't think he needs to prove it anymore. He's just great at this role. I love him on this role. Probably one of the best characters in television, too. Now, before I start talking about why I love this season so much, I'm going to get into a couple of the things I had problems with. Not even big problems with this season, honestly. It's not that big of a problem to me. It's just small little problems. And those are that I wish that there was a little more episodes. I mean, we only have 10 episodes now since it's on Netflix. But I still wish we got a little more episodes. I don't know, after the 10th episode was done and over with, I was kind of bummed that I couldn't watch any more of them because that was it. So that's the one thing I do wish that was different, is that we had maybe like 15 episodes. I know before we had like 23 episodes this season. That was long. That was a lot. I would have said maybe give it like 15 episodes, but still, it didn't hurt the show at all. That's my own personal wants of what I want with it. Another thing too that I wish this season did better was they kind of didn't really have Trixie involved anymore. Detective Chloe's daughter. They don't have her in here as much. Like, she's in here a little bit for like one episode. I think she actually plays a pretty big role. Not a big role, but a pretty strong role in one of the episodes. I think she was good in that, and after that, we really don't see Trixie that much anymore, which is kind of a bummer. Now, all that to the side, let's talk about why this season is probably the best season out of this whole entire show. And that says a lot because all 3 seasons of the show has been just excellent, and this season tops all the other 3. I like how they pick up where the last season ended with Chloe finally seeing Lucifer's true face. I like how they pick it up. Not exactly right there. They pick up maybe, I think they say like 2 or 3 months, maybe 5 months. She's been gone. She left to Europe. She went with Trixie and they went to Europe, and as for we know in the beginning, she just went to Europe just to get away and clear her head. But really what she did was go there to kind of read up on Lucifer and kind of figure out more about him because she's confused. She doesn't know what she saw. She's completely shocked. And as we can see from the ending of season 3, she's completely just shocked. She's dumbified almost. She doesn't know what to do. You know, she just realizes she really likes this guy and now realizes that he's the actual devil. Like, what do you do in that situation? She just fucking moves to Europe and vacations there for a couple months. And while she's in Europe, she meets up with who basically becomes the main antagonist, I guess, throughout this entire season, Father Kingsley. And he's a priest who basically believes in prophets, and he believes that Lucifer is going to find his first love, and when that happens, then hell will be released onto earth, and he's trying to stop that whole prophecy. And he finds Chloe, who knows Lucifer, and he believes that this is the key to stopping Lucifer in his point of view. This season, we get introduced to Eve, and I actually thought through the previews that I thought Eve was going to be, I don't know, I wasn't really excited to see Eve. I kind of thought she would get in the way a lot. But let me tell you, I was completely wrong. Eve was amazing in this season. I thought she was great. And honestly, I would like to see more of her throughout the show. If they continue the show, I would love to see her come in more and pop up. I love what they do to the character. She's not necessarily a bad person or really out to get anyone. She's just basically an airhead. I mean, that's the best way to describe her. She's just an airhead. And she's just obsessed with Lucifer and just wants Lucifer to love her. And she doesn't try to kill anyone. She doesn't try to hurt. Well, she she does end up, but she doesn't try doing any of the stuff. She doesn't try hurting Chloe or hurting anyone close to Lucifer. She's not like Lucifer's mom. She's not like her at all. She's just basically an airhead idiot. That's the best way to describe Eve, and I think the actress portrayed her beautifully like that. It was just great. I love seeing her on set. I think that she had great chemistry with the whole cast. Again, that's why I really hope they bring her more into the show. If they continue the show, I would love to see more of her. Really love that relationship dynamic with her and Maze. That's another thing too that was really good, is that her and Maze have a nice chemistry, have a little, you know, relationship brewing up in there. It seems like they do, and it'd be kind of cool to see where they go with that. Now, something I really got a kick out of seeing, and I was waiting for to see since season 1, is that Lucifer and Chloe now are like, since Chloe knows the truth that Lucifer's a devil, I like seeing them actually go out and do investigations together, and Chloe letting Lucifer do his devilry stuff and is actually okay with it, and her asking him questions about, oh, what does that mean, or what is that, and I love that. I love the dynamic with it. The dynamic between them was so great when they were going on investigations this time around, because she knew who he was, she knew what he could do, and I just thought it was great. Leads into a lot of funny and comical scenes, which I think is great, and I really like that we finally get to see that in this season, that we finally get to see them actually being real with each other and knowing basically everything about each other. It's great. I love that we finally got to that point. Another thing, too, that I think this season does really well is that they don't ignore stuff that happened in past seasons. They don't ignore what happened with Charlotte. Like, it's still a big thing that's, you know, going on in the show. It was Scarlett's death. And, I mean, Charlotte's death, my bad. It's about Charlotte's death. And even Dan is taking it worse out of everyone. Dan is just basically becoming a dick again, like how he almost was in season 1, because he lost someone who he really cared about, and he blames Lucifer throughout the season for it. He just thinks it's Lucifer, because everywhere Lucifer goes, everyone who Lucifer's in contact with, something bad happens, and Dan notices it, and he just constantly blaming Lucifer for everything in the show. Like, he really earns the title of Detective Douche again in this season. How he basically just used Ella with that one scene, it was hard to watch, but at the same time you think, and it's like, well, that makes sense. That's how Dan is gonna act to stuff after what just happened last season. He's gonna be a douche. He's gonna be an asshole to everyone, because that's just who Dan is, basically. I'm gonna get into stuff I really, really liked about this season, and which I think is why Netflix buying the show was so perfect. It's because now in this season you can tell that they are really pushing the radar stuff. They are really more able to probably do what they want to do from the beginning. They are able to show nudity. They're able to show Lucifer smoking pot. They're able to show Lucifer basically having orgies. Like, they're able to show this stuff and able for them to swear and get into darker territories about heaven and hell and more ideological and political views. Not necessarily political views, I shouldn't say, but more social views of like what's been going on socially in the real world, and we get to see some of that in this season. And I think it was great, and I really hope they do keep on doing this stuff throughout later on in the show, is sprinkle in this little actual social commentary stuff, which is great. Episode 8, Super Bad Boyfriend, I think it's called, is probably my favorite episode of this whole season because of that reason. Because this episode, they really dive into the social commentary, what's really going on in the world right now with police brutality and racism and that stuff going on in the world. And they really put it into this episode and intertwine it with the story of the overall season, which I thought was great. They didn't just put it in there just to have it in there, just to say, hey, look at, we're talking about this stuff. No, it was in there because it had actual story reasons to be in there from what they're showing and what they're telling throughout the season. Especially what's going on with a meta deal. He mentors a younger black kid, and I love how they show this kid's story. He's an innocent kid. He's a good kid, but there's scenes with him getting beaten by police, him getting wrongly accused with stuff just because of the color of his skin. And Amenadiel doesn't understand this at first because he's an angel. He doesn't understand that stuff. He doesn't understand the dumb people in the world. He doesn't understand that. And he gets he doesn't like it. He doesn't like what he sees. He doesn't like what Dan tells him, too. And Amenadiel gets a basically a taste of the real world and how people act in this world and how horrible people act in this world. And through the season, Amenadiel is having a kid. And throughout this, and he starts to realize, like, do I really want to raise my child on a world like this where people are discriminating and racist and just evil, and people who are in power abuse that power? And he starts to realize that a lot, and he starts to think, like, do I really want to raise my child in a world like this? And he starts to think, and he just wants to bring his kid up to heaven, and to have his kid raised in heaven, because he's there, he's not going to get discriminated or anything. And I really, really love how they put that in there, and I hope they do that more on throughout the show. I really hope they do that more out the show, because it's really good how they did it. Now I finally get to say that the season 4 finale was amazing. Everything I wanted to see. Lucifer, we finally see the full form of Lucifer, the devil, with his wings and his devil body and everything. Has that devil voice, and I just love hearing him with that deep devil voice go, "Now bow down to your king." When he says that to all the demons that are on earth, and then he tells them to leave these bodies and go back home where they belong, and they all listen to him and leave. Oh my God, that was just amazing. I was like, yes, 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 yes. Been waiting for that, and Chloe sees it all. Oh, it was honestly a great scene. It might even top season 3's final. I don't know, because season 3's final was brilliant, but this might top season 3's final, because it was just great seeing Lucifer telling all of them to bow down to your king. Oh, it was just great. It was amazing. And at the ending, Lucifer and Chloe finally, they say that they love each other. They admit it, and they say it, that they love each other. We finally say those words. But Lucifer knows if he stays on Earth, then that prophecy that the father was talking about, the priest, Father Kingsley, was talking about in the beginning, is going to come true, because Chloe is his first love. Chloe was his only love. And Lucifer now realized that, and he realized if he stays here on Earth, then all that's going to do is have the demons come from Earth, come from hell, and invade Earth. And Lucifer doesn't want that, because he knows if that happens, they're going to hurt Chloe. They're going to hurt anyone that's close to Lucifer just to get to him. And he cannot allow that to happen. So in doing so, in the final couple minutes, he gives Chloe the last kiss. He shows her his angel wings, and he flies back off to hell. And then we get that awesome shot of him sitting on his throne at hell. And season 4 ends right there. And I'm like, give me season 5 now! I want to see season 5! I need season 5. Come on, Netflix, please give us season 5. You guys rebought Lucifer. You made all the fans happy that you rebought it, and you're putting it back out there and gave us season 4. So please, just please give us season 5. Please. So my final thoughts of this is season 4 is probably the best season of Lucifer so far. I loved it. I loved everything about it, except for the shorter episodes, but that's whatever. That's just a nitpick. That's not really anything serious, because as a whole, like I said, it actually worked. It really did work with having shorter episodes, because the season was great. Just that's what sucks about it. The season was so good. I wish I got a little more, but it's whatever. That's my own personal thoughts. I gotta say, this season is great. If you have not seen this show yet, I highly recommend watching this show. From the very first 5 minutes of the show in season 1, this show, it hooked me, and I am still on it, and I am sitting here way on the edge of my seat for them to announce season 5. I can't wait. This season is a 10 out of 10 season. Go watch this. Go watch this show now. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. I really appreciate it. And if you like this video, make sure you guys go check out other videos. I got the reviews of Lucifer Season 2, Season 1. I got other reviews of Lucifer Season 1, 2, and 3 on my channel, so go check those out. I got also other reviews of different movies and TV shows on my channel, so if you want, check those out too. Make sure you leave a like, comment if you would like, subscribe if you like this, and I'll see you guys next time.